my chitti is here, my mother's youngest sister. Chinni Mahalakshmi Subhash is here, and I want to thank her.
So now you black. Now you black, Kamala. Yeah, right. See, you think we boo-boo the foo-foo. We're not boo-boo the foo-foo.
You all helped us win in 2020, and we're going to do it again in 2024.
That is the black scent that all of these politicians bring out every 4 years when they want to go talk to the black folks.
So, our VP Kamala has always been a bit of a controversial figure, right? But lately, it seems like she's been hitting all the wrong notes with the black community. We're talking major yikes moments, folks. Let's start with the elephant in the room, Kamala's identity. Now, we all know she's made history as the first female VP and the first of Black and South Asian descent. But here's where it gets messy. Some people are questioning whether Kamala is really connecting with her black roots or if she's just playing dress up for votes. Remember when Kamala claimed she was listening to Tupac and Snoop in college? Girl, the math ain't mathing. Those artists weren't even on the scene when she was hitting the books. It's like saying you were vibing to Billie Eilish in the 90s. It just doesn't add up. And don't even get me started on her sudden black scent when she's talking to predominantly black audiences. Y'all, it's giving how do you do, fellow kids? Energy. 1 minute she's all professional and polished. The next she's trying to sound like she just stepped out of a Tyler Perry movie. Make it make sense. But wait, there's more. Kamala's past as a prosecutor is coming back to haunt her like a bad ex. She's got a reputation for being tough on crime, which doesn't exactly scream, I'm here for the people. Some folks are saying she contributed to mass incarceration and over-policing in black communities. Not a good look, sis. And let's talk about that cringeworthy ad with Taj P. Henson. It was supposed to be all relatable and down to earth, but it came off about as authentic as a $3 bill. It's like they threw every black stereotype into a blender and hit puree. Yikes on bikes! Now I know what you're thinking. Why you gotta do Kamala like that? But here's the tea. It's not about tearing her down, it's about holding our leaders accountable. We can't just give someone a pass because they tick a few diversity boxes, you know? Let's not forget the whole Willie Brown situation. For those who need a refresher, Kamala dated Willie Brown back in the day when she was just starting her career. He was a big shot in California politics and, well, let's just say there are some raised eyebrows about how that relationship might have boosted her career. Now, I'm not one to judge someone's personal life, but when it comes to politics, everything's fair game. And speaking of relationships, can we talk about the rumors swirling around Kamala's husband, Doug Emhoff? Apparently, there are some whispers about him cheating on his first wife with a nanny. Now, I'm not saying it's true, but if it is, girl, that's messier than my room after a weekend Netflix binge. But here's where it gets really wild. Remember that video of Kamala talking to kids about space exploration? Turns out those weren't just random kids, they were child actors. It's like, are you so out of touch that you need to hire actors to have a conversation with children? I can't even. And don't even get me started on Kamala's infamous word salads. It's like watching someone play verbal Jenga. You're just waiting for the whole thing to come crashing down. Half the time, I don't even know what she's trying to say. It's giving me flashbacks to those high school presentations where you're just trying to fill time because you didn't do the reading. Now, I know some of y'all might be thinking, but isn't this just typical politician behavior? And you're not wrong. But here's the thing. Kamala was supposed to be different. She was marketed as this breath of fresh air, someone who could really connect with communities that have been historically overlooked. But instead, it feels like we're getting more of the same old, same old. The real issue here isn't just about Kamala's authenticity or lack thereof, it's about trust. The black community has been burned so many times by politicians making big promises and then ghosting us faster than a Tinder date. We're tired of being used as a photo op or a vote bank without seeing any real change. And let's be real, the bar wasn't even that high. We weren't expecting Kamala to single-handedly solve systemic racism or anything, but we did expect her to at least try to understand and genuinely represent our interests. Instead, it feels like we're getting a performance of what she thinks blackness should look like. It's like that friend who suddenly starts using slang they clearly don't understand. It's not cute, it's not relatable. It's just awkward and a little insulting. We can see right through it, and it makes us wonder what else might not be genuine. But here's the million-dollar question. Can Kamala turn this ship around? Is there a way for her to reconnect with the black community and rebuild that trust? Honestly, it's going to be an uphill battle. First things first, Kamala needs to drop the act. We don't need her to put on a fake accent or pretend to be from the streets. What we need is honesty, transparency, and genuine effort to address the issues that matter to our community. Stop with the performative gestures and start with some real action. She needs to address her past head-on. Yes, her record as a prosecutor is problematic, but instead of trying to sweep it under the rug, why not acknowledge it? Talk about what you've learned, how you've grown, and what you're doing differently now. We're not looking for perfection. We're looking for growth and accountability. And please, for the love of all that is holy, fire whoever is writing these cringeworthy scripts and coming up with these tone-deaf PR stunts. Hire some people who actually understand the community you're trying to connect with. Better yet, listen to the voices within the Black community. We're not a monolith, but there are plenty of Black leaders, activists, and everyday folks who could give some much-needed perspective. Kamala needs to realize that being Black isn't just about listening to the right music or using the right slang. It's about understanding the struggles, the joys, the complexities of the Black experience in America. It's about using your position of power to actually make a difference, not just to score political points. At the end of the day, actions speak louder than words or accents. We need to see Kamala actually fighting for policies that will benefit Black communities. We need to see her using her platform to address issues like police brutality, economic inequality, and systemic racism. And we need to see her doing it consistently, not just when it's politically convenient. Look, I'm not saying Kamala Harris is a lost cause. She's in a position of power that many of us could only dream of, and that comes with a huge responsibility. But right now, it feels like she's squandering that opportunity. Instead of breaking barriers, she's reinforcing stereotypes. Instead of bringing people together, she's pushing them away. So what's the verdict, besties? Is Kamala Harris canceled? Has she lost the Black vote for good? Honestly, it's too early to say. Politics is a wild game, and things can change faster than TikTok trends. But one thing's for sure, Kamala's got a lot of work to do if she wants to win back the trust and support of the Black community. What do y'all think? Is there hope for Kamala, or is she destined to be another politician who just doesn't get it? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and let's get this conversation going. Remember, besties, it's not about tearing people down. It's about holding them accountable and pushing for the change we want to see. We deserve leaders who truly represent us, not just pretend to for votes. That's all for now, loves. Keep staying woke, keep asking questions, and never settle for less than you deserve. Until next time, stay fabulous and stay informed. You are watching Hot Gossip. Bye!